Hey, Drip. What's in my hand?
Ew.
What's in my
Ew.
hand?
What is that? Is that a
There's nothing
physical
inside.
game?
Yes, it is.
Physical game? What?
It is.
Gross.
The reason I have this, not just because I want to collect it, but because we have to use it, because Nintendo's new system doesn't allow me and Abby to play our games at the same time, our digital games at the same time anymore. So we need 2 copies of the game. Why buy 2 digital copies? So we got a cartridge.
Okay,
and a digital.
that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense. I actually have a digital and physical copy of Animal Crossing also for that.
I do
very
as
same
well.
Reason.
Same.
That makes sense.
Same. Because Animal Crossing, you can play the same. Back in the day when you could do this, you could play at the same time until you needed to go online, like to go to somebody's island or something like that, or go to each other's island. Oops, don't do that. Go to each other's islands. That was a problem. But yeah.
Yeah.
What is up, Nerri? What is up, Coffee with Games? Drip Nerri is the person I was playing with this morning that I was telling you about with Game Chat.
Oh, that's awesome.
Game Share. Game Share.
Give me just 1 second. I am actually trying to pull up the chat.
Good.
Right now.
You're good. I'm gonna do a little notification here.
Ah!
Greetings from America. Hopefully, what time is it in Croatia? It's probably very early, or very late, or very early. So we appreciate you being here, Nerri.
All right, there we go.
What's up, Ty? Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. What's up,
Hello,
Jeff? Good to
Jeff.
see you, man. Who has it in the chat? If you're in the chat, let me know who has it, who's been playing it. I want to hear your thoughts. Keep it spoiler free. That's what we're gonna try to do as well. 43 gigs on cartridge. Yes.
God, I need to get a memory card, dude. It's time. I've let it go for way too long. I had to delete so much stuff to get this game downloaded.
43 gigs worth.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap, man.
It's more space than both Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild combined, which is kind of wild.
Well, I mean, yeah, I didn't expect it to be that much, but then when you think about it, it's not technically a Nintendo game.
No.
So,
excuse me. It's from information comes from Digital Foundry. They've already done their analysis on it, and they actually have a really good reason. They bring up a really good point of the potential reason of why the game is as big as it is, and it's not because of lack of optimization. It's likely very optimized, honestly.
it seems to be. I don't really want to get into all this yet until we start the show.
Yeah, we're not.
I don't have much experience yet.
Yeah, so
I feel like, man,
yeah, we'll talk about it.
God, what I just played now, dude, when this is over, I know what's happening.
You're
I'm
playing
gonna have to force
yeah.
myself to go to bed tonight. I'm gonna have to force myself.
Oh, that, yeah.
I'm gonna have to like play a little bit and cut it. I'm gonna have to have a cutoff time. Like, this is it.
Yeah,
Put the
listen,
Switch 2 down.
Do you
at this
really
point.
even need sleep? I mean, like, think about it. Do you really even need sleep?
Yeah, you're right. Who needs sleep? Nobody needs sleep.
I mean, I slept 6 hours tonight, last night going into. Like, I didn't really need it. Like, it's fine. I'm good. We're good. I didn't do anything pressing today. Had nothing to edit or anything. So I mean, there was nothing. You know, I was potato couch today, or couch potato, but you know.
I fixed the Switch 2 screen today.
You did.
I did. I've already got people mad at me.
I'm sure. What's up, Fluffy? Good to see you, man. Honk at you. What's up, Wall Ball? Good to see you. Good to see you guys here. I appreciate you guys being here. Super early.
On a Friday.
Yeah. I completely forgot. This is like an unusual
Dude, my
day for
whole
us.
week is so messed up. Yesterday was like, I thought yesterday was Sunday. Like, everything's so messed up for me.
How was your? We'll talk about the pre-show a little bit. How was your little thing? What did you do? I forget what you did.
So me and the lady friend, we took
What's up, JT?
my two youngest and her oldest to go see A Day to Remember in Yellow Card. And then my oldest stayed at her house and babysit her youngest. So they were there at the house waiting. And then we went to see the show. It was awesome. I've seen A Day to Remember like 3 or 4 times. It's It's exactly what I expected. But it was my youngest, my 7-year-old's first show. I gotta send you some of the video, dude. She's a very big Day to Remember fan. So she was on this chair beside me. You can see her in every video. She's got a hold of my shirt so this chair doesn't fold back on her. She's jumping, screaming every single word. It was cool. It was cool. She really liked it. My 9-year-old loves A Day to Remember too. They actually had shirts that fit them. I think they're supposed to be crop tops, but since they're so little, like they just like fit them correctly, which is great. So they got t-shirts. It was fun, man. It was cool. It was her son's first show too. He had a good time. Everybody had a good time. It was good.
Nice,
but then we stayed up there in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously they missed school Thursday, and then I came back and took the little two back to their mom on Thursday evening. But then when I got home, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is Sunday. It's Sunday. Like, I just came back from Pittsburgh because it's Sunday and tomorrow's Monday. But
yeah,
tomorrow wasn't Monday. Tomorrow was Friday, and here we are. I'm still messed up. Still messed up, man. I'm trying to get it back together, but
you guys have a good time. I imagine it sounds like you had a good time.
Oh yeah, it was a great time. It was a good time.
Very nice.
Everybody had fun.
Very good. JT, what's up? Full Metal, what's up? Hari, what's up?
Hari, back, making an effort to be involved in the community again. I love it.
I love it, Hari.
Appreciate it.
Good to hang out. I hung out with Hari the other night. It was good. It was good fun. Good fun.
I stopped in. Him and Hero were in the chat the other night. I stopped in for like just 2 seconds just to say hello, and then
I think as soon as you left, I joined and hung off for like an hour.
We are gonna we have to start doing that more often.
Yeah.
I
in the Discord, guys. Get in the Discord. We hang out in the Discord.
Yeah. I mean, tomorrow, no. Sunday, yes. Tonight? Question mark? No, I gotta play this game.
Yeah, I'm too busy the next few nights. It's not gonna happen next few nights. Probably next week.
Maybe Sunday. Monday's band practice, so maybe after band practice. I don't know.
Figure
something out.
It's Monday Night Football for me, assuming that Disney allows me to watch it. Thanks, Disney.
Oh yeah, you got YouTube TV, don't you?
Yeah. Well, my mom does. I just bum it off of her.
Yeah, they're mad at Disney, aren't they? I forgot about that.
They're both mad at each other, and depending who you ask, it's their fault, and I'm not trying to get into that. There's enough real life stuff going on that I got to worry about. I'm not worried about like 2 billionaires fighting. You know, it's not my.
Let them do what they do. Joe, what's up?
Joe, what's up, man?
Smith, hello. Full
Speaking
Metal
of
Knee.
making an effort to be in the community again, Joe's been around.
I know.
Mr. Smith, what's up?
Yeah, Joe stopped in when we were playing Fortnite the other night.
Mm-hmm. So I know we do Beer of the Week. We'll do Beer of the Week during the show when we begin in about 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, we should start. I don't have a refrigerator down here anymore. Things are gonna get warm.
So before we do start the show, and I'm gonna show this. Abby got me a cookie. It's a very cool. It's a very cool cookie, and it has a very cool design on it, which you're about to see in a second. It is from something's Brewing Inc. They went there for coffee for somebody who I think is retiring or birthday or somebody, whatever, after work. Something's Brewing.coffee is their website. Here is the bag. Here's a logo. But you want to see the cookie, right?
Yeah.
You want to see the cookie? Are we ready to see this cookie?
Yeah, I don't want to see the bag.
Are you sure? Because the bag's pretty cool, too.
Oh, my God. Show me the cookie. Please.
Any guesses? Oh, bam! Look at this thing.
That's a good cookie.
It's
Damn.
a me. Look at it.
It looks like it's your head.
Hey, everyone.
Put it forward a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There it is. No, a little more. There you go. There's
hey, everybody. It's a me, a Geeb.
Somebody take a screenshot.
Tonight we make the pasta and the cookies. Mamma mia. Now, the question is, do I break this deliciously beautiful creation or not? Like, do I eat this? Like, I almost don't want to eat it.
Not yet. Don't eat it. I don't want to see it broken. Eat it off camera. Don't break it. I can't handle it.
What was that?
Ah.
What were you saying? I didn't quite hear what you said. What did you say, Drip? I mean, get closer. Drip.
I didn't say anything. Never mind.
What did you say?
Who cares what I said? Doesn't matter. Clearly doesn't matter what I said.
I didn't quite get that. What'd you say?
Let's start the show. I want to talk about this, and I want to play. So let's start the show. Short pre-show.
I committed to the bit, guys. There's crumbs all fucking over my desk. Everywhere. Everywhere. The rats are going to be feasting tonight in the Geeb dungeon. Tell
The
you.
old Geeb dungeon.
It's by the way.
Man, I got my
by the way,
Kyle
delicious
Larson hoodie
cookie.
on too. Hey, NASCAR.
Play the sound.
What? Which one?
Cheering, happy. Congratulations.
Oh.
That's it.
NASCAR Cup Series champion 2025, Kyle Larson. Basically came from
Congratulations.
the fourth position in the Final Four to win it all. Shouldn't have been, but he was definitely the underdog.
For those of you who don't know, that's like the Super Bowl. I know that.
Yes, it is. Yes. Yeah, we had a good year, man. Your Birds got a Super Bowl.
Hey!
Larson got another championship. That's
Go
two,
Birds!
man. That's two
Go
championships.
Larson! Hooray!
Love it. It's good stuff.
His racist days are behind him, right? Right.
Yeah, that was a one-time thing.
Right.
That was a little bit of an issue.
You sure?
But yeah, he's
positive.
Yeah, he's good. We're
Positive?
positive. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're good. We're good there.
It's, congratulations,
We're good.
Drip.
We're fine.
I'm glad you're happy. It's not you. It's not about you.
Say, not me.
If you say
It
something
me.
as dumb as he said, he can take a joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's begin the show.
All right.
Let's talk about this lovely video
keeping
game
the music
that we
going?
all. I thought it'd be fun. Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay, I'll stop it for
Stop
the
Yes.
intro, and then I will bring it back.
You're good at this. You'll know when to bring it back. So.
Yep.
Okay. Oops, wrong button. Ready, go. Oh, fuck. Fuck, I messed up the intro, Drip. It happened. It happened. All right. One more time. Welcome, everyone, to the Drip and G podcast. Sound the alarms, Drip. Sound the alarms. We record this podcast live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for tonight.
Okay, it's happening.
Listen to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can also become a member of this podcast, get extra podcast content every single month. But this week, guys, we have a huge show to bring to you because Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment has released. It's out. We've been playing it for the last day and a half, except for if you're Drip. He's been playing for the last, 45 minutes or so. I'm about 3.5 hours.
I got about an hour. I got about an hour and a half in. Got about an hour and a half in.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. Fuck it, we do it live. That is me.
Yep.
Tonight, sorry, I messed up the intro. Because I had too much I wanted to say at once, and it all came out, and it sounded like nothing. So don't do that, Geeb. But yeah, guys, and if you don't hear in the background a little bit, it may be very quiet. It's kind of the goal. Just some nice Tears of the Kingdom ambience, however you want to say it, for you during this nice little podcast we're doing. We don't usually do that. I think it's a nice little touch because we're talking about a game that is pretty much, I'll say, like, what would you say, Drip? Like 60% story, 40% gameplay, maybe like 70-30 even story to gameplay, ambience, story, gameplay.
I don't know. I mean, as far as I've gotten so far, yeah, lots of story, little bit of gameplay. I'm basically through the tutorial, and they're still building up my arsenal right now. I think I might be towards the end of the holdy hand part.
Yeah.
I think I'm almost towards the end of the holdy hand part. But, I mean, it's, if you're a Zelda fan, this is exactly what you already knew it was going to be. We'll get into that. But I'm not far. I can tell you this. It did give me that itch. I did not think that I would get that itch again with this one because Age of Calamity did that for me, too. I wanted more. And I was hyped for this one, too. But, like, just playing the little bit of time I did, I was like, oh God, I don't even want to stop. I was like, let's just not do the podcast. I'll just play this for the next 3 hours, 4 hours.
That's how like yesterday was gonna be. We could have done the show yesterday, but you were coming back, and I feel like it was a better idea because it's already a day that we don't do it anyway. So we're doing this on a Friday, guys. So sorry for those weekday listeners of the show for their commute to work. You're probably gonna listen to this next week on Monday or whatever. But yeah, we had to wait because we needed to play the game a little bit. Drip didn't have any time this week, hence why we pushed the show. And I think tonight's the perfect night to talk about this game. Spoiler free, in case you're afraid. We're not gonna spill the beans on who the mysterious warrior is in a construct outfit. We're not gonna talk about that.
I don't even know who it is yet.
I don't really. As far as where I'm at, I don't really have an idea yet either. I have a theory, but we won't go there because we're not gonna.
Can I talk about at least the first character you see?
Yes, because we see anything in the promotional stuff is fair game. So
is that little dude in the promotional stuff?
You talking about the Korok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched a lot of the promotional stuff. That little Korok's awesome. I saw that you could play as him. I'm pumped for that. I want to play as that Korok.
Yeah,
he looks tough.
He'll be a playable character for sure. But yeah, he's and this again, like the quote. I don't know anything. I'm not giving you guys spoilers. I don't know anything. If I'm right about it, it's because I just got lucky. But I don't think it's that lucky. I think it's pretty obvious that he is the Great Deku Tree. I think it's pretty obvious from the promotional material.
Said that the other day. I feel like
he's talking about putting roots down in the promotional. They're like he's going to put his roots down, and he's a fucking Korok. And then as you play the game for the first 5 seconds,
there for sure. Yeah,
within the first 10 minutes of the game, he's like, I want to set my roots down.
I hope it is. I hope you're right. That's a good theory. It's a great theory. Yeah. Very solid. I think you may be right. We will know once we get a little further in the game. Yeah. Before we get too far, I did go get this because we had a Friday.
Yes, beer of the week
podcast. Beer of the week.
Yingling for me. Nothing crazy.
I'll let you go. I have never had this. I just cracked this open. It is from a local brewery called Big Timber Brewing Company. They are a West Virginia brewery. This is a weird one. It's got a dragonfly on it. It is called the River Cruiser.
The River Cruiser.
Yeah, it's a cucumber dragon fruit. How do you say this? Goose? It's a GOSE. Goose has 2 O's, right?
I don't know because I don't see it. You're not showing me. I don't know what that is. But let's not harp on the name.
Jeff does know. Okay, I don't know what this is all about. I think it's a sour. I'm not 100% sure. It's not like a crazy alcohol content. It's 5.3. Again, made in Elkins, West Virginia, not far from here at all. Not far at all. Maybe 30 minutes from here. A little more.
Very nice. How's it taste?
Let's see. Let's see what we think here. It looks purple in there.
Purple. Okay. Lucius. I wonder if something Link's drink this on his days off,
Oh.
It's sour?
Yes, it's a sour. It is a sour, but it's not a super tart sour. It has that little bit of sour bite to it.
Yeah.
And it's got that the dragon fruit flavor, that kind of sour, like kiwi-ish dragon fruit type of flavor, but then the cucumber gives it that extra little refreshing.
Oh yeah, dude, I love cucumber beverages.
Crisp, and that is really nice actually. That's really, really, it better be for as much as it cost. Four of them were like $17.
Ooh, baby. Cucumber water is delicious.
Oh, wow.
A Mexican restaurant by my house.
That is very, very, very good. Oh,
sells like a cucumber water. It's basically lemonade, but made with cucumber. It's water.
Yeah.
It's cucumber and
you
sugar.
You go to a fancy hotel, they got that stuff in the lobby.
No.
Cucumber water.
It's sugar. It's like lemonade. It's cucumber.
There's sugar in it too.
It's cucumber and sugar. They make a drink out of it. Yeah.
So it's like
or they make like a sugary drink out of it. I mean, like kind of like
a cucumber aid. That's weird.
Basically,
I've never had that.
They call it cucumber water, and it's like
okay. Cucumber water's like a thing though. Like
right.
Thing.
I know. I'm saying that. That's why I described it like it's lemonade because it's definitely not what you and I would think of as cucumber water. That's delicious as well, but there's no sugar in that. It's just like water and cucumbers. Way different vibe than if you pour a bunch of sugar in it. Just like if you drink straight up lemon juice, but it's very different than lemonade. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Or lemon juice and water. It would be very different.
This is good though. This is good. If y'all are ever in the area and you want to get a river cruiser.
River Cruiser. Hey, if you're ever in the northern Illinois area, just a quick little. No, I'm not going to harp on this. I did in the pre-show, but here's the logo and the brewery, or this not brewery. Actually, they are a brewer because they make coffee and stuff, but they also make cookies. If you're listening to the show, you just have to go to the pre-show and check out what it's called. But here's the cookie that I did already eat. Let's see, to Drip's chagrin.
Destroyed it.
What if I do something crazy with Mario? There you go. So many cookie crumbs on the way. Why do I keep doing this myself? Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's get on to the show, Drip. All right. So where to begin, Drip? Where to begin? We're not, again, spoiler free. We're not going to dive deep into any story things. There's a couple little things I want to talk about, but none of them are spoilery. We'll get there, but let's start with the elephant in the room, and that is the performance of this game. You aren't very far, but you're far enough to have a feel of what it's like for at least the next 2.5 hours, because I'm at 3.5 hours in at this point. You're about an hour in, so
good. Yeah, I mean, I've only played handheld, but it's pretty damn solid, man. I mean, no complaints here. I mean, you can tell as soon as you get control of Zelda and you start looking around, you're like, oh damn, that feels good. Like, as soon as you start moving the camera, you're like, oh wow, okay, this is good. This is great.
Yeah.
I have not noticed any drops. Then again, I'm not looking that hard, and I'm only in the beginning of the game, so there could be things I'm missing. I want to play it in docked. I still have not played it docked. You said docked is even better?
Well, I'll tell you how I feel about docked in a minute. Before I do, though, I'll say this: the performance can be summed up in one way: perfection. I mean, when you're playing the game, feeling the game as it is, it's perfection. It's not perfect, and I can tell you that it's not perfect because Digital Foundry has already done their analysis on it. And just to remind you guys at home, Digital Foundry, as far as I understand, they have very few opinions when it comes to their data. They acquire data.
Yeah,
data. Whether you like to hear the data or not.
That's why everybody shits on them all the time, because they don't like the actual.
They don't like the
actual
data. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
so
that sucks.
I'm gonna just quickly read off the list here. Honestly, surprising, but it comes to a nice conclusion in my mind. So first thing, 60 FPS all modes except for cutscenes. The cutscenes run at 30 FPS. I think that's pretty obvious.
I did notice that.
That's unusual.
That's
unusual. We'll talk about that. I have a theory on that, and we'll talk about that in a second. Docked resolution.
I noticed that more just because, like I said, whenever you start the game, you're in those cutscenes, and then all of a sudden you see it where it switches from cutscene to gameplay.
Yep.
It's the same, looks the same, but it's just like all of a sudden everything's just like super smooth.
Well, I disagree. I actually think it's much sharper. I think
yes.
The game is much sharper. Right. The cutscenes I think are 1080p.
The cutscenes are a little bit blurry.
Yeah, they're very blurry.
Are they like that in dock too?
Yes. They're worse in docked, and that's why you should play in docked.
God, really?
Because I think docked is like 1480p or so, and then handheld is 1080. But you just experience it. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Let me just read this list really quick, and then we can just talk about all at once instead of like piece by piece. So, the dock resolution from that they've calculated here with their machinery, however they do it, 720p to 900p. Interesting. Put a pin in that. Handheld is 832 by 468 and 1152 by 648. Basically 640p or 468p. Interesting. It's not super high resolution, but I wasn't understanding. There's no way they're not accounting for DLSS. I think they're talking about RAW. Like, there's no way it's that low resolution. Like, it's definitely way higher resolution. My eyes, in dock mode, you can see way higher resolution than 900p. It's 1000%, like, 1440p. I think that's what they're calculating there is the raw power of it. Moving on. The anti-aliasing is a bit rough around the edges. Shadows and reflections and well, whatever. It's nerd stuff. This is interesting though, Drip. They're not using DLSS. They've determined, they figured out that this game is not using DLSS. It's using FSR 1. Which is
that they can use whatever. I mean,
which is
choice.
technically worse. Like it's not as good as the newest DLSS. So unpack that all. We don't need to get into specific resolutions, but do you feel the same way I do? I feel like those resolutions are kind of bogus. I think that's the FSR is making it look much better than that. Because like that doesn't look the way like to me it looks way sharper.
I don't know. Now that I know that, I'm gonna go back and look a little harder. I don't know. That is it's strange that they're. Why are they using the FSR? Why?
That's the most interesting thing is the FSR 1. They're not using utilizing DLSS.
Right?
I think that has something to do with maybe when the game was started development and they just that's what they developed the game to run with.
That's what they were already using.
That's what they were using.
That was because that stuff worked on the Switch
like my
1.
only theory. Yeah.
This game's not on the Switch 1, correct?
That is correct.
See, that would have been that. Then you could have said, "Oh, well, maybe they were already doing that." But I don't know. That's weird. I'd like to hear more about that because that's very. I'm gonna look into that. That's the most interesting part. I don't know. I think it looks fine. I mean, I agree. I agree. The cutscenes are lower resolution than the rest of the game. I don't care, really. Like it's whatever. Like it's cell shaded animation. Like it's fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wanted to wrap that Digital Foundry findings out in one sentence. It basically shows that the data really is not what's important. It's the experience. How do you feel when you're playing? The feel, how I'm like when I'm playing the game. Like the feel of the game is smooth as butter. Oh, and I didn't mention this too. Frame rates aren't completely steady at 60. They do drop to like around 55 at different points during the beginning of the game. They mentioned that they can't calculate for later in the game because they're not there yet. So they the beginning of the game where they're at, the game only came out hours ago basically. So
well, I did see a review. I did watch a review, a spoiler-free review, a few of them. And they say that frame rate's basically
the same.
Spot on through the whole
game.
Good.
So yeah, because it dips to 55 at some point and it doesn't bother me. I can notice some frame dips sometimes. One of the
reviews I saw said they had 35 hours in the game. So
there you go. That's got to be pretty deep.
Yeah, I think that's all the way through the story and then into the rest of the whatever the end game is.
Yeah, I don't find the data meaningful because when I see the game, I think it looks really good. But here's what I do. I have a theory on this. I think it's very interesting and odd that the cutscenes are all 30 FPS. But there's another thing too. You may not notice this because you only played handheld, and when you're playing in docked mode and blown up, you can definitely see the compression. These are not running in engine. These are MP3 or MP4 files. Like these are just
cutscenes.
They're videos.
Oh,
they're
I can tell for sure.
Okay, yeah. So
they're so much flatter. You can just tell it does not have like the depth and text. Yeah, it doesn't have.
It's
the rest
obviously
of the game has.
Yeah, obviously running in a MP4 file. It's not in engine. I have a theory because I think some of the cutscenes get a little bit sharper as I went. At least that's what I thought. I don't know if I'm crazy about this. Maybe somebody else has experienced this. If you've gotten pretty far into the game at this point. Do you notice that the cutscenes get a little sharper? I feel like the cutscenes have gotten a little sharper. I have a theory. The reason the cutscenes are 30 FPS is one because when the game started development, I think FSR is a cue to that. It's like a clue to that. I mean, because FSR 1 maybe has something to do with the fact that it was developed earlier, and the fact that their cutscenes are that rendered that way. Maybe this game had potential for Switch 1, but and they had these cutscenes rendered for something that was going to look like it was on Switch 1, and they just didn't bother to like change them because they were, why really bother?
Well, I can tell you this. I can also tell you this. If they're pre-rendered, changing them to 60 would add
resolution.
Yeah, that and bumping the red that would add a significant amount of bulk on top of the 40 whatever gigs. Because I can tell you, I mean, even just in my camera, when I switch from 24 frames a second to 120 frames per second, you can see how much I'm going to get on that memory card just plummet.
Yeah, you're you're ahead of me because like I'm already gonna go there. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's. I figured you were heading there. You're I know where your mind's at on this one for sure. Yeah,
well,
I think you're right.
And to be fair, this is not my mind. I didn't come up with this. Like, this is Digital Foundry's thoughts. They believe.
Well, I also came up with it.
Good job, Drip. They believe that the game is 43 gigabytes. That's so big, not because of lack of polish and whatnot. Because the cutscenes are all pre-rendered. That's all MP4 files. They're 1080p 30. They're not the biggest files you can get, but they're still like.
Well, and think about
they're
that.
still they're videos after videos, and they're compressed. But there's so many. There's probably 3 hours of cutscenes in this game total.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, think about even like before I started giving you 4K footage and it was still 1080p. Like, just think about what a 15-minute clip was that I would give you. Like, how much? 15 minutes.
It was a few
1080p.
Gigabytes. A few gigabytes.
Yeah.
Like not a ton. But yeah, 3 hours of that.
It's not a huge amount, but yeah, if you got a bunch of it, which I mean, you're talking what? 20, maybe. I don't know how long this game is. 20 hours. I mean, then you've got cutscenes through that entire thing. I mean, that's a lot of footage. Yeah.
Well, in the last game, they gave us all the cutscenes. You could just watch a movie after you finish the game.
How long?
And it was 2 hours. That's why I said that. It was 2 hours.
So
I'm gonna guess there's at least as much cutscenes in this as that.
I would imagine maybe even more this time around because
I think
it's actual backstory. So yeah, that tells you why it's so big right there.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense because I mean if it was in engine, then all they would have to do is just program that like code in there to make it do the thing in the engine. Right. This they're actually putting a big giant file in there, like okay, play this thing, play this and then store it.
Yeah, walking back a little bit, just because I want to get back to my point I was trying to make before. The 30 FPS is weird. 30 FPS is weird, and I think I know why. That they're all cut. Besides the fact that it would be a lot of data, I recognize that. I think the other reason is that some of this footage is definitely Tears of the Kingdom footage, which is a game that was a 30 FPS 1080p game.
Oh yeah, we did in the opening. You definitely see.
So I think they're reusing some assets
straight
here
from Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, they pull it straight from that game as well as add additional things. Instead of remake these cutscenes from the ground up for this game specifically, which is a offshoot game to begin with, they just kind of reuse what they could reuse, and to make it all kind of cohesive, they just kept it at 30, 1080. I think that's my theory is that they reuse some assets, they made some new stuff, but to keep it all cohesive with pre-rendered stuff, because obviously if it was rendered in the game while you were playing, it would matter. It would just render in engine. It would just run it. Right. But they chose not to do that. They made that choice early on. So obviously, because they made that choice of video files,
I'm sure there's probably a lot of factors. I'd say that's probably one. I think you're probably right about that. Mm-hmm. I mean, the file sizes too. But I mean, you know, there's no sense if it's going to be pre-rendered. Like, think about that. Not a lot of games are going to be like, oh yeah, let's do 60 frame per second, 4K pre-rendered. Like, imagine a PlayStation game that had like you'd have 2 discs. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 shit.
There's gonna be nerds out there who complain about this, and I don't care. I just don't. I don't want to hear it.
Who gives?
And I don't care.
Like,
the 30 FPS is more cinematic anyway, in my opinion, because it's closer to 24.
No, it's not. No, I hate 30.
It's more.
I hate 60 more, but I hate 30 a lot.
Listen to my words, Drip. It's more cinematic than 60.
Yeah.
So it's not 24. Although I feel like they're 24. I feel like they're actually 24. I don't know.
I haven't looked that close.
I don't know either. I'm just making stuff up at this point. Theories, but yeah. So that's the performance, and so we're gonna get on the gameplay now. Let's talk about the fun gameplay. Or is it fun? Are you having fun, Drip? Maybe you're not.
Yes. I'm looking at the chat. Yeah, movies are 24 frames per second. I shoot all of my YouTube videos in 24 frames per second as well. I shoot literally everything I do. All the work I do as far as like.
This podcast is currently 24 FPS on live streaming platforms.
Yeah. 24 is the way to go. It looks the best.
Actually, no. It's 60. I'm sorry to interrupt you. It's 60. Both of our cameras are 24 FPS right now. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, just so everything else looks right when we play other things. But our cameras are 24 frames per second. So they stay that. Yeah, that just has the extra headroom to do the rest. Anyway, back to the point. Go for it.
Oh, you were talking. What was the point?
Oh no, I thought you were going into the next thing.
No.
I was sticking on that. Oh well, I mean that. Well then, I mean that's really all I got on that.
Oh, I am.
don't know.
I mean, I am. We're going to buy gameplay.
Huge. Like the files would be massive if they tried to add these huge files. I mean, that's really. I don't really have much else to say about that. I don't care. Like
Right.
It doesn't matter to me whatsoever that these are 30 frames per second. Yeah, they should actually. You know what? They should have made them 24, because then they'd be smaller.
They'd be smaller.
File size. What are they thinking? See?
Yeah,
they messed up.
I was moving on. I thought you caught that. Gameplay. Gameplay is what is the next thing we're talking about. So I want you to hear your thoughts about your experience with the gameplay, because it is a little different.
It is. They've added some cool stuff.
It's very same.
It's yeah. Hold on.
They're very same, but they're also very different.
They are. I like the little menu that you can like. I like that. I don't know how to explain it. Was that in the other one? Because I don't remember.
Which menu?
Where you hold L and then it pops up the menu and you can pick, or no, is it R? I can't remember. No, L's what gets you the double. We'll get into that in a second.
So I will answer. I will answer your question. I got you. I will answer your question. So
you get the menu of the things.
Mm-hmm. In the first game, or it's not the first game. It was like the second game or third, whatever. In Age of Calamity, there was a little mini menu, but it gave you access to bombs, magnesis. You could heal yourself.
So
it was similar. It was very similar to Breath of the Wild setup.
Yeah.
This game sets it up like Tears of the Kingdom. Gives you a row or a line of things to select.
Yeah, you're right. My line's just really small now, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together as much with that yet, because I only have a few things.
Yeah.
I just got a frost emitter. I have a flame emitter, and then I have some bombs. That's like the very first things you get.
Yeah,
I haven't used the frost emitter yet.
Okay.
I like the fact that you can take these things and you can either just for instance, the first one you get, it's right there. The very first thing you do with one of these is the flame emitter.
Mm-hmm.
And on when you're holding it, you can just literally just fire people.
Right.
That's cool. But you can also walk over, set it down, and let it burn people, and then come around the other side and also just start that is cool. And you can switch between I noticed this too. I'm not good at it yet because I don't know the controls that well yet. But you can switch and do combos with the characters. Like start with one, then switch, and you can there's a button prompt for it too. I saw it pop up a few times. I just haven't been able to get it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cool. The combat is it's very same, but it's very different.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, combat is very same, but very different. They've upgraded.
Really just added layers onto it. It's the same kind of, but it's oh yeah, that thing you could do here. Now you can take that thing a step further. Switch real quick to this other person and start doing some other shit. And then, as we were talking about, and we saw these a lot in the trailers and stuff, but the joint combos where it's 2 people can do a thing.
Yes, the hand touch, as I call it.
Yeah, the high five. The little high five. The coolest one by far so far is Zelda and Raru, where they just
yes, the energy.
They shoot out beams, but the cool thing about it is you control Zelda's with one stick and Raru's with the other. So
right, yeah. It takes me a second to reorient myself to get that to work properly.
Yeah, the first time I was doing Zelda's is out here and Raru's is just up in the air. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even realize what I was doing there. But
yeah.
No, those are that's super cool. All of it's very cool. I feel like it's not a lot more, but I just feel like everything's even smoother than it was in the last game, and that's probably a little bit to do with the frame rate. But it's also I don't know.
The game doesn't. The game doesn't slow down like it did. Literally, it literally doesn't have skips in time.
Everything just feels like it. Button combinations feel better because they happen when they're supposed to happen. Again, that's probably a lot of frame rate that we're talking about there. But
the performance in general.
Even being able to stop what you're doing and block the way you want to block. As long as you're paying attention, you can do it. If you want to get too many hits in there, you're gonna miss the block. But
right.
You can do it as long as you're not really pushing it further than you should. Yeah, I think the combat, the gameplay is, so far in the short time I've played it, I think it's great.
You already kind of mentioned
really,
this.
really good.
Yeah, you already kind of mentioned this, but like the quality of life stuff, like the auto lock, it just locks onto the characters now without you having to actually lock it. Did you notice that?
Yeah, and you can lock it and unlock it yourself too, which is
and
nice.
yep, correct. Yeah, you can stay on auto lock, but also when you need to unlock when you want to.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. It's
I couldn't figure out
intuitive.
what the hell was happening with that either.
Yeah, it's
I
intuitive.
didn't realize I was pushing the stick in, and I'm like, why are you not looking at him anymore? And I was like, oh,
right.
I did that. Never mind.
Yeah, it's really intuitive the way they have it set up, and it's much improved their last game because that got clunky sometimes.
Yeah.
I remember because I put
You can
100.
tell it's.
I'm not sure what you put in it.
Well, you
Sorry.
can tell that this one is prioritizing the main enemy, not
Yes.
just some random ass little thing that's closest to you. It's like there's the big one out there. That's who we're prioritizing, not these little shitheads in front of us.
Right. I'm not sure how many hours you put in the last game, but I put over 100 hours in it. I played the shit
Dude,
out of it.
once I got the main story done, I was done. I just wanted the story. I was done with Warriors combat at that point, which will probably be the same with this. I'll get to the end of the story and I will say,
That's fair.
see you later.
I mean, that's fine. I wasn't somebody who liked Warriors games myself, but this game has made me a fan of this style of game.
I mean, it's nice to have this. Like, I was talking about this earlier today. Like, this is one of those games where it's just like, it's nice to just sit and mash buttons mindlessly. Even though
really
there's
is.
a lot more going on here. Like, there's clearly a ton more going on here than just mashing buttons. But if you want to make it just mashing buttons, you can make it just mashing buttons. You don't necessarily have to do all the tactical send this person here, send this. You don't have to do that. You can get away with not doing it.
Not
You
in the
can
main
mash
missions.
buttons.
Yeah. Or in the
Yeah.
main missions you can. Not in the side missions. There's some time stuff you really got to be. But you'd just be skipping that anyway if you didn't want to play that.
Yeah.
Which is probably what you did anyway, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, depending on what it was. So in the beginning, I was doing more of the. Are you talking about Age of Calamity?
Yeah, both. Well, this game too. I mean, you're not there yet, but there's some side missions that, just like
Yeah,
in
I
the
did
last
a lot
game,
of side missions in the other one early, and then eventually I was just once the story got super good, you know what I'm talking about. Still not gonna spoil it because I know a lot of people are gonna go back, but like when that shit happened, I'm like, okay, fuck side missions. I want to know what's happening. Like I'm not. This is just all I'm playing now.
Yeah.
That's when I got like addicted. And can I bring that thing up right now? Actually, I know you got a lot of stuff here, and we're gonna talk about
that
story.
thing? Sure. I mean, it's our
I
show.
have that thing that you don't
Okay.
know about, and it's not a spoiler,
Okay.
but it is mentioned in.
Is it like the depth spoil? Is it like you were like, that's not a big deal?
No,
It's the whole depths in the game, Geeb. Like, oh,
no.
Okay,
This is an opinion
okay.
about the story
Okay.
that I find interesting for a lot of reasons.
Let's do
Now,
it.
I'm going to tell you what the opinion is. Now, the same review I told you I watched that was
Or
about
can-
35 hours of gameplay.
Can you hold it? Because I do have a little section of. We can do that as its own little section if you want. Can you hold?
Yes, I can.
Okay, because we only got a few more things to talk about in terms of gameplay. The Ancient Hyrule, I'll get to. Like Ancient Hyrule looks awesome. I wish we could play an Ancient Hyrule. It's awesome.
Get like an actual Zelda game, like back
Yeah,
there, like that.
In this
Yeah.
Hyrule, in this Ancient
I
Hyrule.
love the castle. I love I really like I mean, it does look like it's familiar, but also at the same time, it's like, it's a whole different feel. You know what I mean? And I haven't got to see a lot of it because the first couple missions are just training depths, but the walking around out there when you first start the game,
Yep.
like, yeah, you can tell it's like, this is the same, but it's got a completely
Very
different feel to it. Yeah, I mean,
They're very same,
Fine.
but they're also very different.
So happy that happened and I caught it.
Yeah.
And we preserved it. It's so good. Okay, menus and UI I want to talk about because it's very similar, but very different to Tears of the Kingdom in a lot of ways.
I haven't got to see a lot of it, so I'm gonna let you lead here. I did just see. I finished the second mission, and a lot of the stuff started popping up, just like Age of Calamity. And for any of you out there who have not played that one and you're jumping into this one, I'm gonna tell you right now, take care of that shit as it pops up because you're gonna get overwhelmed really, really fast. 'Cause every time you go do one thing on the main mission, it's gonna
Five
be
more
like
things. 10 more things, yeah.
and then you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck. If you're somebody who wants to complete this stuff and actually be a sane person, Try to
Yeah.
stay up with that.
It seems so. This menu system, it seems like it's a bit more manageable. It's not quite as like that last game was, because the last game was just the main map. Where this game, you have the main Hyrule and you have the Depths Hyrule map. So it kind of splits it up into two, and it just doesn't. To me, so far, it's not even close to overwhelming. Everything is. There's only like maybe 2 missions you need to do before you can move on to the main mission. And I won't spoil anything, but I just got to a point in the game where the map is kind of locked in a lot of ways because a big event happens. It's not even a spoiler. It's what happened if you play Tears of the Kingdom, you know what happens in the game, who dies, and after that person dies, a big event happens in the game, kind of starting the imprisoning war, which is what this whole game is about. It's really not a spoiler, but
Yeah.
I won't go any farther
Well,
than
it's
that.
not a spoiler, but no.
Yeah, that happens. That event happens in the game, and they kind of lock the map down. It's like Ganon controls the map, but you can only go to these specific spots. Anyway, it's very manageable right now. So they're not really going quite yet, and maybe they won't at all. Maybe they keep it manageable, which I like.
See, I just got that. See, I'm not that far. The first, once I finished that first like actual mission, it gets just. I was like, oh shit, oh god, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a spoiler, by the way.
No, I know it's not.
spoiler.
I understand. The game isn't that
That
old.
really
so.
goes into what I want to talk about, though. That point right there.
Well, we could talk about the story. Well, I mean, that's where we're going now. So I guess if you are sensitive to things that are theories and or things that have already been spoiled through other games, like Tears of the Kingdom.
If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, what the fuck
Yeah.
are you doing here anyway? But
exactly.
anyway, that is something that I found very interesting, and I saw it in 2 reviews actually. One of them went a little harder in than the other, but one of the things that they said that was kind of a letdown about this game was the story.
I've heard a lot of reviews with that, and I'm not happy about it.
In this sense, in the fact that it doesn't really fill in gaps. It just expands on the parts you already know.
Well, that
is what it said, and then I'm thinking like, okay, maybe, but then I'm thinking also like, I feel like the hardcore Zelda fans are probably gonna get more out of this than random reviewer guy who may not be as into Zelda. But here's my biggest problem with all that. If it is honestly just like, expanding a little, not really expanding, but just kind of like adding on top of the things we already know, not really filling in gaps and not really giving us new stuff. What the hell do we keep hearing that goddamn sword sound for?
Yeah, so this was in the promotional material. It wasn't outrighted. So this is technically a spoiler, but it was in the promotional stuff. In the promotional footage, I don't
know any more than what I saw in the promotional stuff.
Promotional
as a Zelda
footage,
fan, you know what that sound is.
In the promotional footage, it was very obvious that Fi or Fi. How do you say it? Fi?
I say Fi.
Okay, I say Fi, so it'll be weird. But so
Fi, Fi, Fo,
Fum. You hear Fi's sound play in the promotional stuff, and this is the spoiler. Close your ears, friends. The very first scene of the game. We weren't going to talk about it, but we kind of are. The first scene of the game, you hear it again.
You don't have to say what happens.
Yeah, I won't expand on it anymore, but you hear it. You don't see anybody, but you hear it again. And it's obvious what you see is like, okay, if you could put 2 and 2 together, you can make a conclusion, but we don't know anything yet. But you hear Fi's music. Were you going somewhere with this in particular?
Yeah. My question is, how is that, even that right there, that part of that thing? Like, are they really going to not go anywhere with that? Because that is not expanding on what we already know. That is filling in some fucking massive gaps.
That would be
like, that's a huge thing we don't know.
That would be very disappointing if they didn't expand on Fi in any way in this game.
I've seen reviews say that this story is a little bit of a letdown. I just don't see how that's going to happen, considering that. Like, that is like one of the main things they've been teasing in these trailers. Like, Oh yeah, you know the sound, you know it. Like all the Zelda guys on YouTube are like, yes, that's what that is. Not anything else, not mistakable with anything else. Only plays in that one game at those times. That's what that is. It's what that noise is. Same one in Breath of the Wild, in that memory. All the same. Has to be. So if they don't go anywhere with that, that is, I mean, very odd, first of all, to push it that much. Like, why push it if you're not going to do anything with it?
Yeah.
And yeah, it would be disappointing. But I mean, especially now that they've kind of like hyped us up for it. If they don't take that anywhere, then what the fuck are we doing? Like,
Yeah, I would be highly disappointed if they didn't take Fee anywhere in this game.
Fi.
Foe.
Foe.
Bum. It would be disappointing. I would be a letdown. So I am concerned here, seeing the headline. I didn't read any articles, but I saw the headlines. Story's disappointing.
What I told you is all I know. I didn't go any deeper. That's all I know.
Yeah, so
Which
like
did concern me as well.
The headlines are scaring me. I'm scared that they don't go much deeper, because this was the opportunity to make Tears of the Kingdom not just make more sense, but expand on it as well. And Fee was a part of Tears of the Kingdom, and if it wasn't physically present, but was again with her sound and with her transforming.
Breath of the Wild. That was in Breath of the Wild.
In Tears of the Kingdom, she was present.
The sounds
when
in Tears of the Kingdom too?
Yes. So I'm currently explaining. If you don't remember, you'll remember immediately.
I don't.
The sound plays in Tears of the Kingdom when the sword is broken and has to teleport to Zelda back in time to be again.
Which makes even more sense of.
You clearly forgot about that in Tears of the Kingdom, because that's a huge thing at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, and that makes even more sense now that I'm thinking, oh my god. That makes way more sense.
So that's why I wanted to get to earlier.
The Breath of the Wild one where it's glowing whenever she has to take him back to the chamber or whatever.
Yeah,
so
she just like cries out from the sword,
Yeah.
But she plays a bigger role in Tears of the Kingdom, where she her sound plays and the sword's broken. She's like, "Owie, this hurts. I'm broken now." And Link gets through Zelda over time. Link and Fee's help. Link gets the sword, or I should say, Zelda gets the sword to Zelda back in time with Fee's help, so she could rebirth the sword for Link to then slay the Ganon later on.
The Ganon.
Spoiler alert. That's the game. In this game, we don't know much more than that. There's nothing, but there is an expanded portion I'll refrain from talking about that I do know about from playing the game, but I won't talk about it. But yes, Fee. But all that to say, long-winded way of saying, Fee has to play a bigger role in this game. She has to.
I hope.
She can't
talk. Do you want to get into? I guess that's probably not a good thing. I was going to say Sky Island stuff, but that's more of that's kind of a spoiler.
Well, I don't know anything about Sky Islands. What are you talking about? There's no. I played more than you have. There's been nothing about.
I saw what the Sky Islands are. That's another. It's actually another kind of complaint about the game.
Well,
we don't have to go into it now.
We won't go into it now.
I mean, it's not crazy
off camera. We can talk
about
about it a little bit if you want, but on the stream we won't talk about it. As far as I know, that they're not present yet. That's all I know. So
it's few and far between. I'll tell you that. That's why.
Well, the same in Tears of the Kingdom. I really there are very few of them Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, you got to go out of your way to get up there and start looking for shit. But there's good stuff up there, but not a lot of it.
Yeah. We talked about a couple negative things. Let's talk about some good things. The first 45 minutes of the game is a movie.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
it's a movie.
You get your basic, like, here's all the stuff you need. Here's how to use it. Here's how to use the controls. But most of what I did for the last like hour and a half is story, dialogue. You know what is fucking wonderful about it though? 95% of it is voice acted.
Love it. Play the class for Nintendo.
Yes. God. I'm not even going to play it. It's too long. I need a shorter one. Okay. But please, like, God, just give us voice acting all the way through Zelda, please. Like
Nintendo, actually. Speaking to the whole company as a whole.
Yes.
Please
just
give us voice acting.
Please. Like, I don't mind reading this stuff, but God, it's really nice to just sit back and be able to enjoy the cutscenes and not have to be reading and waiting, while they're sitting there standing like, oh, I'm finishing reading. And then it's like, now we'll start back up and do this weird motion, and then I'll stop again while you finish reading. Like, it takes you out of it. Like, Put the voice acting in. It's 2025.
Hire the actors. You can
2026.
afford it. Make it happen. It makes a better game. I don't care what Nintendo says. Whatever bullshit reason they come up with why they don't voice act their games, it's bullshit. They're wrong. They're cheap is what it comes down to. Pay the voice
actors and everything. Come on.
Make it
This
happen.
has been nice. This has been very
Your
nice.
games are take long enough in development. There's plenty of time during development while they're making the games. The voice actors can also come in at the same time in a studio and record some lines. It's really not that difficult. Okay, make it happen.
Days, man.
It's a standard in video games at this point. Nintendo even though Nintendo doesn't like stories, they make some of the best stories, in my opinion. Not the best, but some of the best stories have come, in my opinion, of games I played through Nintendo games. And they do a great job.
I mean, Zelda's about
Here's
the
a good-
only one, really.
Well, here's a good example. Scarlet and Violet had an amazing story. Amazing. Didn't
Really?
hear a word of it, though. Didn't hear a word of it because they don't do zero. Not like Zelda does like minimal at this point because they used to do nothing, but now they do minimal.
Yeah, they used to do nothing, too.
Pokemon does nothing still. And that story was such a disservice because of how good it was, especially the ending. It was so good and not a peep out of anybody. And they just,
I mean, think about that. Think about how
So-
good it would be. Like, we're a little
Amazing.
off topic here, but yeah, the voice acting is, we need it. Think about how cool it would be if, like, this gigantic rumor, which I think is 100% true at this point. It's got to be. It's too many places. The Ocarina of Time remake.
yeah, it'll come out with
Fully
the
voice act
It'll
that
be a
thing.
triple pack
I know
with
Link can't talk,
Wind
that's
Waker
fine,
and
but,
Twilight
like,
Princess.
Well, I don't know, man. I think those are still done too. I think those are still coming. But it sounds like for the 40th, we're gonna get that Ocarina of Time
Yeah, that'd be
full-on
nice.
remake.
That'd be nice.
Voice act that son of a bitch, please. God.
How good would it be?
Yeah, because I mean, again, we're really beating a dead horse with this one little topic here. But God, it's nice.
That horse ain't
to
dead,
just
man.
Sit back and like
That
okay,
horse
cool.
once
Tell me the
is
story.
he's hanging on, man. He's hanging on. The
No.
people want it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The voice acting is nice. I do enjoy that. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I don't know. The story seems so far interesting enough.
Hey, Nerri, don't go
Like,
anywhere.
very-
I'm talking to Nerri in the chat. Don't go anywhere for like 5 more minutes so I can shout you out. But go ahead, Drip.
No, go
Sorry.
ahead.
I didn't want Nerri to bail quite yet because I want to shout out Nerri. And guys, I put Nerri's Twitch in the description. Go follow the Dragon God Nerith on Twitch and on YouTube. I got the Twitch link down below. Go check them out. They did me a service this morning, Drip. They did me. Nerri did me a service. I think I told you about it already.
You did.
And related
Did you
to this
say
game,
you streamed this morning?
the game
Is that what you told me?
via game chat. Yeah, I streamed the
Okay.
game via game chat.
You weren't like live on.
No. So this morning I wake up. For me,
I missed that.
For me, it was like 9 in the morning. I was only, getting myself ready for the day, and Caffeine and I were DMing each other back and forth and talking a little bit, and then I forget exactly how it came about. Basically, one way or another, they ended up teaching me that game share on Switch 2, not just for this game but in general, is way more functional than I thought it was. I for some reason you kept trying to tell me, and I think I told you were wrong, and I'm sorry for that. Like. For some reason,
I knew you were wrong. I was letting it go. I was like, I'll figure it out eventually.
For some reason, I was blocking out the truth of what game share is, and it is basically like you can do it. I'm over explaining. I thought it was just local with people on your family plan only. That I was confusing multiple Nintendo features, new features.
That is the actual you can take this game from me thing. I don't
You
know
can
what
go
it's
down
called. Like, what is it called? What's that called? You do have to be in the same place to do that. To let people borrow your virtual game cartridges. That is a thing that you have to be in the same room to do, and you can only do that with the family plan. That's
Right.
the thing you were confusing this with.
Right.
Game sharing, yes, that is an online thing.
So Caffeine was
With
like,
anybody.
I don't own the game, but I've been playing. I'm like, how are you doing that? And he's like, with game share, with Nerri. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, here, come try it out. Basically, is what happened. So this morning, I up on a game chat call with the three of us, with the two of them. And first of all, of course, I can't. Whenever I get a chance to talk about how good game chat is on Switch too?
Stop. Did you play 3 players?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say,
The three of us were on a
game.
game chat because the way you initiate a game sharing session, you have to be in a game chat first. Typical Nintendo fashion of adding extra layers for no reason. So
Let's put this lock up before you can get the we got another locked door before you.
Exactly. So we hop on a game chat, and the names are so similar it's gonna drive me insane. And then after we get in the game chat, we're talking a little bit, and he's like, okay, so you add the person in the game chat the same way you would if you're adding a local player. You click in the thumbstick to add a player too. But there's an option that says add with game share. So then you add the person with game share, and the person you're adding does not have to own the game. Caffeinated did not pay for this game and was playing the game with Nerri. And I did this. I did buy the game twice, but I did play on his file. It's just like you're playing a local co-op couch player, which is awesome.
Is it split screen on your screen or is it just your screen?
And that's the best part, is that it's full screen for both people. Now, it doesn't run at full frames for either person. It does run at 30 FPS for both players.
Come on, dude.
The game share
we got in the last game, like
the game share person does go below 30, and that's not because the game's lagging. It's because of the internet connection. Sometimes can't keep up. That's really dependent on internet connection. The full potential is that both players play at a locked 30. I can confirm that I did play Mrs. Geeb locally here in my house. Her experience was perfect. It was 30 FPS locked. No frame dips. Resolution was great for her.
Can I tell you
just
something
30
else?
FPS.
You're probably not remembering about game share as well. You know what else you can do that with? Switch 1.
That's right.
Switch Lite.
But there's a caveat.
You can play
with that.
this game on Switch and Switch Lite.
Yes.
If
I don't think
do
you
it through the game share.
But there's a difference, though. I think Nerri was telling me this morning. There's a difference. There's something you can't do with Switch 1. I think maybe you can't go over. You can only do it locally with game share.
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I know you can do it with Switch 1 though. I know that's a thing.
Yeah,
Game
I
share
don't.
works
I
with
don't.
Switch 1 too.
I don't think you can go past your local house. I think it has to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look into that a little bit more because I know like it doesn't matter about the power of the system because it's clearly running off the other system, right?
Yeah, it's whoever starts the game share, whoever's the main Switch. The game is running off your Switch. Your screen is and then
it's streaming over to the
displaying
other one,
your
wherever it
full
is.
screen for yourself, and then it displays a different full screen off of your system, streaming to the other person. And I want to highlight
Now that is like
that Harry.
that's some
that
mind-bending stuff, especially coming from Nintendo.
Yeah.
Tell me how that exactly works because I don't see that being something that would work good at all, considering who's doing it.
Okay, Nerri chimes in, and I was correct. So Nerri says on Switch 1, it's local only for game share.
Okay.
When you press the home button, it asks you if you want to quit the session. Switch 2, that's not the case. So Switch 2 is less limitations. Well, there's no limitation.
That's fair.
Where Switch 1, there's limitation. What was I just about to say?
I was asking you how the hell this works because it seems like Nintendo being in charge of something like this, it would not work well.
Well, here's the thing. Nerri is not even is not from the United States. Nerri currently lives in Croatia. I was playing on a Croatian Switch 2 this morning. On my Switch from my bed. Okay? Like insane. Okay, so like I said, the resolution isn't very high. The frame rate isn't perfect. They're both playable, resolutions and frame rate. Nothing bad about it. Just it depends on your internet connection, how stable and good it can be. When I played locally with Miss Geeb here with Game Share, it was much better. The resolution was still a little bit low. Frame rate was still not perfect, but it was way playable. And that's most people's experience is going to be like you're going to be playing overseas like from someone from the United States and someone with Croatia because because that connection, the input latency was noticeable. It was noticeable.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Whereas Mrs. Geeb and
it's based off your internet, really, though, right?
Yeah, yes, and also the power. You can't just stream off of anything. Again, whatever you're using does need some computing power as well. So, and the thing that's streaming the game, the Switch 2, does also need to have some power. There are caveats to this. Anyway, I think here, go ahead and take this where you're about to take it. I know where you're about to take it.
I don't even remember where I was about to take it.
You were going to say something about the fact that this is kind of, it has the same limitations that streaming games has, right?
Yes, okay. And that's what I want. Okay, that is what I was going to say. You're right. game streaming right now is not the best. I have seen it work good. Like when I had my Steam Deck and I was doing like xCloud on the Steam Deck, it's pretty damn good. The Sony, what is that thing called?
A PS Portal.
The Portal. Pretty good experience most of the time, as long as your internet's where it needs to be.
It's always the internet, right? It's always the internet.
Yes, but that can be a pretty good time. But I've seen streaming also be fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the Switch, when I played Control on the Switch.
Yeah.
Cloud Edition. Absolute garbage.
Or like trying a PS Portal like on coffee Wi-Fi.
that don't work. But okay, so there is that limitation. Like streaming is what it is right now. We are not quite there yet. People around the world are getting there. You know, we're actually behind a lot in a lot of that. You know, places in Asia have way better infrastructure of the internet than we have at this point, which is why they got a bunch of cloud games that we didn't get on the Switch, and they worked. Yeah. So there's that. But here's what I want to know from you, since you've done this now, and I have no experience in this. I do have experience, as I said, in like xCloud and the Portal. How would you rate your experience playing this game compared to those things? Because I know you've done both of those things too.
Well, xCloud, I've only tried on Steam Deck, and it took 90 years to get into a lobby, and then that's the one time I ever tried it, and then I gave up. So I don't have there. Once you were there, it was fine, and I have very little memory about it, to be quite honest. Okay. I know my brother. I've seen my brother play xCloud on his Xbox Series S, and it's good. Yeah.
I used to do it on the Steam Deck a lot. That's basically what I used it for. I was doing xCloud. Like
the Portal, I know Johnny disagrees with me viscerally every time we talk about it when we're in the same area together, but he insists that it's terrible, doesn't matter what your internet's like, and I insist to him that he cannot substitute his reality with everybody.
So wrong.
Like it's like, dude, like I'm like every time we talk about it, I'm like, dude,
it's a good experience.
If your internet can handle it, he's like, I pay for good internet, it's great internet. I'm like, it doesn't matter. It's very little to do with like even how much you pay for it or how good it is, like the download speed. It's about how stable the connection is. You could what if you pay for the best internet but you're in the fucking mountains? It's gonna be lesser internet. You know, it just depends.
Well, also, dude, what kind of what is your home? Like what router are you using?
That's what I'm saying. Like Johnny, like how is
Wi-Fi system in your house?
There's no way. There's no way.
I will say this: mine is way more advanced than needs to be in any one person's home. I got it for free.
I have one.
And what I have is for like a fucking office building. It's stupid.
I have one Xfinity router. Dude, listen to me. I have one Xfinity provided router. The standard Xfinity router they provide. It's nothing special. It actually was affecting my Switch too. It was causing interference with the Bluetooth. That's what I figured out. So I had to move it away from my Switch too. Ever since then, it's been great. Side note, that's a conversation for a different day. But yeah,
Bluetooth's pretty good on the Switch too.
Yeah. So with this, my internet, I think I have 1 gigabit download, and then like it's like 250 or 500 upload, whatever.
That's basically what I have here.
It's not basic internet for sure. It's definitely a better internet. We get a good deal on it, but it's definitely not the best internet you could possibly get. And our router is certainly the most basic router you can get through Xfinity. It's the only one
they don't give you like anything crazy.
No. So, and it runs, you asked me how the Portal was. The Portal runs great. I sold it recently, unfortunately, but when I had it, it ran perfectly great.
Now.
I wouldn't play. Me too. I wouldn't.
The update?
Yes, I did. I wouldn't play the Portal with an FPS. And that's kind of where I want to go with this game chat thing. Is I wouldn't really play the Portal with or I wouldn't do this game chat feature as well with game share feature with like a game like Fast Fusion that also supports it, because that's a racing game. You need quick real-time movement adjustments, and you're not going to get that if you're playing with somebody in Croatia.
Racing game,
even if you're playing
high-speed racing game.
Yeah, even if you're playing locally, you're not going to get that enough. But a game like this, it's perfectly acceptable. Perfectly acceptable. You're just button mashing. Really, all you're doing is button mashing. There's a couple time things you need to do that aren't like in the moment required. You just need to get in the ballpark.
Well, a lot of it's slowed down too. Like if it's something where it's like, oh, somebody's about to hit you like this, you gotta be, oh, I hold this button. I have some slowdown time to be able to do what I need to do.
Yeah,
You're not
exactly.
really. Yeah, I mean the flurry rushes are like the only thing that needs to be like timed. But even in this game, they don't really have to be timed.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I mean, if
you're not getting many flurry rushes if you're playing with Croatian friends in America.
That's fair.
But
That's
but
fair.
locally, there's a chance you could get one or two. Definitely way less than you expect. But anything timed is not good. But most of this game, if not just about everything except for flurry rushes, you don't need to do in the moment. Flurry rushes you do, but everything else is like you have a few seconds to react. Literally, like 1 or 2 seconds to react to anything. That you have less than 2 seconds latency. It's not nearly that bad. I think I was dealing with maybe like 0.7 milliseconds delay, like almost a second delay in some situations with the Croatian. Okay, but locally, Miss Geeb, it was like I'd say half a second at most.
Not bad.
Not bad
And
at
that's
all.
what I feel like.
Worse than the portal.
I feel like,
Worse than the portal. But we're not. It's not
Okay.
the same. It's not the same device. We're not doing. It's not the same application.
no. The
even.
portal's literally built for. It's purpose built for that. It's.
Yeah.
I don't. Dude, Johnny's an idiot. Where is he at? Dude, the portal's good. It works really well, especially like the updates that they've been putting towards it. Like
Depends. It's not
On
good
your
if you
internet,
live in
yes.
dumb fuck Texas.
he lives
But
in Philadelphia. You tell me
I know
there's
he
good
does.
internet there.
I know. Well, he might live in a particular area where there's a lot of tree coverage and
West Virginia. I live in West
the
Virginia.
server's extra far.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pretend like I know exactly how it works, but I can tell you what I do know is that it depends. Like just because you have good speeds doesn't mean that it's like the ping is low or whatever. Like whatever is required for streaming. Like I wish I knew more. Like I know more in my head than I can even say.
I do have sick ping. I do have really.
I have like good
I know
ping, like nothing crazy, but like I think ping probably plays a big factor in it.
No, whatever it is.
How
he's
quick
still
I think
wrong.
ping is like how fast you talk to the server, basically. So that's gonna be very important to streaming. If you don't have good ping, but you have good speeds, you're still gonna suffer. Anyway,
Yeah,
getting
I don't
off
know.
of that entirely.
He's
If you
wrong.
haven't
He's
tried game share on any feature, but you try it with this game, it's very fun. It's very fun.
Yeah, I mean
that's my wrapping my bow on that.
yeah. I mean, my kids are gonna want to play this, but I can do it through
Game share.
on their Switch ones.
Mm-hmm.
One
Yeah.
copy of the game.
Fuck you, Nintendo, for making me have to buy 2 copies of the game just to play it at the same time with my fiance. With not, like how it used to work that you used to promote 1 digital copy, play on 2 Switches at once. You used to promote that. You don't do it anymore, and you actually remove the feature. So fuck you, but also thank you because I love this box art. It's great. I love this.
It is good box art. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
Good box art.
Drip, any final thoughts before we do a quick little after show?
No, man. I mean, that covers basically everything. I'm ready to get back to it.
Very good.
Ready to get
We're gonna
back in the game.
Yeah, thank you guys for being here on an off day. This is a Friday. We usually do this on Wednesday, so thank you for being here when you are here. Those of you listening on audio platforms, we're going to see you guys next week. Those of you in the stream, don't go anywhere. I did backwards, Drip. Those of you in the stream, don't go anywhere. We're going to do it an after show. But for those of you listening on audio platforms or watching this on YouTube after the fact, we will see you guys next week.
Later.
Okay, after show time, baby.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to talk about the sky thing real quick? It's not like
Sure.
not even huge.
Sure.
Okay, there are
What's up, chat? What's up? We can talk to you now.
Yeah, hey, hi chat. Okay, anybody who doesn't want to hear about the Sky Island stuff, just cover your ears. I'm not going to talk about it for a second. It's not even a big thing. Okay.
See you, Nerri.
3, 2, 1. I'm talking about it now. Okay, so you do some Sky Island stuff, but there's like only, from what I'm gathering, it's only like 3 or 4 times. Do you remember what you did in the Divine Beasts in the last game?
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of like that, but you're flying. It's like a Star Fox style game.
Oh, nice.
Like
Okay.
on-rail shooter through the sky.
They showed that
takes the
promotional
place of
material.
this.
They showed a hint of that
Yeah.
promotional material.
Okay, so I guess there's only like 3 or 4 of them, which sucks because that would be sick if we got more of those. Like that would be so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish there was more of those, but I guess they're very few and far between.
Yeah, I'm still scared. And by the way, who the fuck is Harris? Hari. I think that was autocorrect from Hari to Harris, which I think is funny. And yes, Ty, you should absolutely buy this game. Of course, it's worth it. We just spent a whole podcast saying how much it's worth.
If
We
so,
love it.
digital or physical?
We love it.
If so, digital or physical? You know the answer to that question. You know the answer to that question. From me, anyway.
the correct
Digital.
Drip's gonna say digital, and the correct answer is physical, and I'll tell you why. Because it's 44 gigabytes. Storage is expensive. Early days of Switch, most people, like Drip right now, don't have an SD card. The obvious choice is any game above 20. The obvious choice is to buy a physical. It's less convenient, but you get.
I don't agree. I say right now, what you just said is correct. If it's all on the cartridge. If the game is all on the cartridge, yes.
Well, yeah.
But
are we really re-harping on those fake cartridges that I won't name because I can't remember their names? We're not talking about those.
But yeah, a Nintendo game now, it's fine because it's
the
all
question,
on the
Drip, is this game. And this game is all on cartridge. That's
game
foregone conclusion.
specifically. I mean, yeah, I guess right now since we're so early, unless you got a big ass memory card,
which I do, and I bought both. So
yeah, well, you had to buy both.
I kind of had.
I'm gonna get a memory card soon. One of the next videos that I actually splurge on and actually spend money on is gonna be that
1 terabyte.
I'm buying everything from Walmart, every product.
Oh, right.
That is made for the Switch too. Oh, can I show you some fun stuff I got in the mail from Turtle Beach?
Of course you can.
It's fun stuff. Did you know Turtle Beach and PDP are the same company now?
I did not know that. Thank you for sharing.
I don't know if they've always been, but
I don't think they have always been. I think that is.
They are.
Because I feel like I would have known that.
On one website. Hang on, I'll show you. I got some stuff. I got some cool stuff.
Shit. Chat, I'm getting this chat more in a clear spot so I can actually read your chats. Ty says, do you have a Switch? Are we talking about that?
All right.
Ty,
we'll start with these because, obviously that's what Turtle Beach is known for. Their headsets.
Are you going to be wearing Turtle Beach from now on?
They have a Switch 2 Recon 70 40mm drivers, premium ear cushions. They look okay. They look decent.
That's not going to do it. Oh, sorry, guys.
I was going to say, why is that all blue?
Yeah, I was trying to get you full screen.
I mean, they look cool. I have not opened them up yet, but they have the little Switch 2 logo and stuff on them. Let's open them up.
Ty, did you really just buy the game right now? Do we have that much sway? I'm sorry if you don't like the game. Now I'm going to be like
nice.
I'm going to be upset if you don't like the game. I didn't think I had that much sway on people. Ty, yes. Ty, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Don't listen to people on the internet. That's my advice for you, Ty. Even though I think we're nice people.
Here.
Ooh. Drip's flaunting the free things he got.
I have cool stuff. I started with this because it's like the least cool thing.
Yeah.
These are nice, actually.
No, Turtle Beach makes solid
I don't
stuff.
know how they're gonna sound, but like,
and that's the
Beach is
question.
solid when it comes to
That's the question. They're not exactly an audio company. They're not Sennheiser, right? They're not.
No,
AKG,
they're gaming, man. That's what they do. But
actually, AKG.
I mean, their
dead.
big thing was headphones back in the day. These look nice. They got a Switch 2 logo on them.
That's cool. I like that.
I know it does mute when you put it up. It mutes automatically.
Oh, I like that. See,
cool.
that's all from a gaming headset. That's all you want, right? You
really
want those
cool.
features. You don't need
I haven't
the
tested them yet, so I don't know. But these may end up on the in the Christmas guide video. Okay,
awesome.
The second thing, this used to be a PDP product, and I did a video on the Switch 1 version of it. But now it is a Turtle Beach product. It is this case. Do you remember when I did a video on this case for the Switch 1?
Yes, I do. And by the way, guys, they don't pay us. This is not a sponsorship. So
no, it's not. This just came in the mail, and I have really not got to look at it. But then you take this off. This part.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah,
I remember this.
You can take with you.
That's
but
neat.
The inside.
That's neat.
Is this way.
I think.
Really see.
I think JSOX.
It's got room for the dock, the Pro controller, all the stuff. What?
Yeah, in the right light, you can see it.
Yeah. So then the other thing, the other PDP product that I've been wanting forever, and I thought I wanted the PlayStation version because there was not a Nintendo Switch version, was this. The good old Riffmaster.
Now you're showing.
Now there is Nintendo Switch 2 edition Riffmaster. I'm so pumped about this because now I have the only 2 guitars in existence for modern consoles, and I can't wait to have guitar battles in my living room now that we have 2 guitars. because
Can
they
you get
did
a
put,
third for old Uncle
local,
Jeeb.
they put local co-op
You
in
beg him for a third.
Fortnite Festival, so I'm like super pumped about that. I haven't opened this yet, but I know it's gonna be good. I've seen the reviews on this thing already.
More porridge, please.
I yeah, well,
Porridge, please.
These things are
They ain't cheap.
yeah, they're not. But you know what? I mean, Turtle Beach they hit me up and they're like, "Hey, are you gonna be doing a Christmas like buying guide video?" And I'm like, "Yes." And they're like, "Okay, if you want anything off our website, let us know." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
Headphones, because that's who you are. Second, that guitar. And then I also said that case, not for Christmas, but
And
because
you
I'm going to
also-
do a video of,
Yeah.
I want to do a video of cases that hold everything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's the one. That one might get its own video, actually. That's a
Yeah.
good case.
I believe I'm actually directly quoting you as well, but you also said, and I quote, "And $1 million."
No, they're not paying me. They're not paying me anything.
Paying me
They just
either.
said I could get stuff for the video if I wanted it.
Hey.
I offered to let them be the sponsor. They politely declined. I said that's
Hey, they
fine.
sent you a nice gear, so I mean that's you know. What can
Yeah,
you-
it's cool stuff.
What more
I mean,
can
I'm
you
pumped
ask
to
for?
put this in the video. The guitar is awesome. I'm glad to have two guitars now. I've got the cracked guitar, which is like, I mean, I like the crack. I'm gonna just be honest. I like the cracked one better because it's a Gibson, and it
Right.
like, is an.
I'm sure
actual,
the
like,
cracked one is better. I mean, I'm sure
guitar.
it's better.
Well, this one might be.
No
better.
offense to PDP, they're very kind to send you stuff. No offense, but they don't make high quality stuff. They make good stuff. You know what I mean?
It's decent stuff. Yeah. Well, this has the seal of Nintendo though. This is Nintendo.
And that
first
anything
party,
with a sealed
basically.
Nintendo tells me off the bat that it's a good product, not a high quality
It's
one.
good,
Because-
not great.
Exactly, because they to be able to afford, they put money into that logo on there more than they do their
Yeah.
product.
Yeah. Well, the only thing about this one that I like a lot, that I think is going to have a little bit of an advantage over the cracked one, is you have to buy the secondary neck from cracked to get the solo buttons. This one has the 5 up here and the 5 down here. So you
Okay.
get the solo buttons that are closer together and easier to hit
Cool.
stock on this one. I think they're the same price. Other than that, they basically have the same features. The cracked one has a full button pad on the front, though. You have like every single button on that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I got nothing really to add here. I am
Actually, quite
gonna
interested.
get
in
this
these ones.
podcast uploaded to you guys to listen to on your daily commutes to work, and for the people. That's if you guys didn't know, we do the live stream because we like to hang out with the chat, and Drip and I just feel like at this point we can do it without it. But we used to only be able to do the show live because anytime we try to record something, it would go horribly wrong.
It
But
would.
but nowadays we're pretty good off stream. But I forget where I was going. I had a point where I was going, and it was lost because
The point is, there's audio, and if you're not over there, go download those.
please
those,
hey
those
hey
episodes.
you guys at this point, if you're in the chat, so you're a real one, so we appreciate you being here for reals. We really appreciate you. If you don't mind, if it's we have memberships, but we don't expect you guys to do that. If you want to do it, feel free. But that's money. A free thing you can do to support us besides just watching, which that's great, is go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify, wherever you download your podcasts at. If you have any, go there and leave us a 5-star review. That'd be great. I don't mention that nearly enough, but that would really help us out. If you could just go to one of those platforms, go to Drip G Podcast, leave us a nice little review, 5 stars, nothing less, please, because that would be hurtful. You can be as mean as you want in the review. I don't care if you say racial slurs. No, I do. Don't do that.
Yes, we can.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well,
Then the review won't
well,
go through.
hold on.
But yeah, you can be
Yeah,
as mean as you
I
want. You
know.
can tell me how fat I am or how like ugly I am. That's fine. All those things are fair game. I don't care. But just make sure it's 5 stars. Not for
Please.
$1 million, JT. And by the way, JT,
Well, for
I appreciate you
$1
being here.
million.
JT, I appreciate you being here because you said a second ago that you're not a Zelda fan. So you're a real one for being here. This is all about us to gush about Zelda, and I appreciate you
Yeah,
getting
for sure.
through that with us. And thank you, Coffee with Games, for always being here, and this morning teaching me how Game Share works, even though Drip tried, but I ignored him. He tried to tell me. I feel like I remember him trying to tell me. I feel like I remember like, no, man.
You were like, no, it's local. I was like, sure, yeah, dude. I'm like,
I was mixing features into one. And to be honest with you, Drip, it's not even entirely my fault. Nintendo names these things poorly.
Oh, their naming is fucking awful.
They name them similarly too, not just poorly, but similarly. And it's like, man, this is getting confusing how all this stuff works. And plus, they change shit. They just change shit.
No,
so that's
the one is called Game Share, but then they have a completely separate feature where you can actually share your game with another person and give it to them. But that's not what it's called.
Ignorance.
Like, what the fuck?
It's not
great naming, Nintendo. Idiots.
And then virtual game cards are not virtual games. That's a fun one. That's a fun one. That's always a fun Nintendo, guys. I know you're Japanese. Maybe it makes more sense in Japanese.
No, it doesn't.
Maybe.
It doesn't
I said
make
maybe.
sense in any language.
But even if it does, you know that America's like your biggest fucking audience, right? You should get the English terms for this to be way more solid. I'm like, come on.
They do have
Sony manages to do
American
it.
Division.
Sony manages to do it. Why can't you?
They're old school, man. They don't care.
Yeah. Jeff says it could be where Google, you have to worry about confusing Google Chat with Google Chat. I don't remember that specifically, but I know Google is terrible with services and platforms and even naming sometimes. So that doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Hey, you want a video call with Google? Yeah. Do you want to do Duo or Meet or what's the old one? Google at one point in time had literally had two apps that did the exact same thing. One was getting phased out, one was the new one. But they didn't phase it out before the new one came out. And to this day, Duo, that's what it's called. And to this day,
Google Meet, right?
To this day, when you try to do a video, like when you know iPhones, you can just like start a fucking face call and it works.
Yeah.
To this day, if I try to do that, I think it's finally going to Meet. But like for the longest time, when Meet was already out, they were still getting you to Duo by like the app was still putting you to Duo. The link said Duo in the link. It was like uber confusing and broken. Not just confusing, it was also broken. The Google breaks stuff.
That's why we use Apple products over here.
Google, and here's how this. I mean, a little more of a rant. Thanks, Jeff, for doing this to me. Google Wallet was like eradicated for something else. There was two names for two different products that both were wallets for Google. And they both apps existed in the same space at the same time for a period of time, just like the video call issue I mentioned before. Like, but this is like your wallet, your digital wallet. How do they fuck up your digital wallet? Like, Google, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's like the one thing. Like, dude, Apple Wallet's great. It's perfect. It's so good. Yeah. Like, it is amazing. Like, all my concert tickets are in there. I've got like plane ticket, everything. All my boarding passes, everything. It's all right in one place, perfectly categorized.
With Android Pay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Jeff. Or Jeff, whatever your fucking name is.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Thanks, everybody. We appreciate you.
Yeah. No streams this weekend. I do want to get another game stream in for that. I think next Sunday. I'm not making an official announcement yet. I will next week. But I want to do another game stream. So not this Sunday, but next Sunday will likely be another game stream. And then the week after that.
Well, maybe I'll start Wind Waker. This Sunday on my channel.
So like the week after that. So what are we talking about? We're talking about Sunday the 23rd. You can lock it and swallow the key that we are playing the new Kirby racing game on the 23rd.
Oh, that's yeah, this Sunday anyway. I got a show this Sunday in PA.
Oh, do you? Okay, so maybe we're just going to push it until the 23rd for sure.
Yeah, Uniontown. Any of y'all locals want to come see a show? Uniontown at Go Gamer.
Yeah.
At the mall.
Yeah, we're going to try to get a couple game streams on Sundays. So at least one, maybe two. For sure, the 23rd when Kirby Air Rise comes out. And yeah, if you're in Uniontown, go check out Drip.
Yeah. Playing a brand new set. Brand new set.
Before we get off,
new lights, new everything.
You brought it up, and I want to say about your band. Just so you know, I haven't been to a ton of concerts. I've been to a few. More than the average person, I imagine. Actually, probably about the same as the average person. But I'm a bigger music fan than that. I just don't go to concerts for some reason. Your concert was one of the best concerts, if not probably the best concert I've ever been to. Concert. You can't call it a concert. A performance.
The show.
I'll just say, it's the best show I ever went to. like
It was,
that.
good, it was a good one.
The
that was
experience.
our first one back too, man.
I know,
Like,
that's what made it even better. I feel like because everybody was so
yeah,
pent
we're
up
like
about it.
we're much tighter. Even with the things we're doing on stage at this point, like the show is just much more in line with the way it should be at this point.
This podcast is sponsored by Castle Grayskull.
It is.
Get your
check 'em
Castle
out
Grayskull
on
merch.
Spotify.
Yes.
Castle Grayskull. That's gray with an A.
Don't forget it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully next Sunday we'll play a game. If not, the week after that, and definitely the week after that. And we'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.